show on the road. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful day on this Friday Eve. Welcome to another exciting show, the About That Wallet podcast, live, hosted and powered by the Alive Network. So today, what we're going to be talking about is how to quit your job, because a lot of people out here quitting their jobs, and man, some people just ain't doing it right. But this is what we're here for, to talk about is how to quit your job and actually be comfortable with quitting your job. So for that, we got to make sure we get paid first. So wait for this lovely audio intro and then let's hop to it. You're listening to the About That Wallet podcast. We'll be right back after these messages.
Even the best and the brightest this world has to offer have coaches and mentors. Build strong money-making behaviors by applying financial concepts and strategies with Anthony Weaver on the About That Wallet Show. It's time to get off the bench and get in the game. Now, here's your host, Anthony Weaver.
All right. So for those of you who are here today, I just want to say thank you for being here live with me. And for those of you who are listening on this audio playback, hey, welcome to the show. So again, my name's Anthony, and I'm here for the About That Wallet, where we help you build strong financial habits so that you can have that confidence to talk about money while you're spending that money and actually enjoying that money carefree. All right. Not just carefree, but you know what I mean. Just go ahead on and have a little bit of extra excitement to your day. So what I'm going to share with you right quick is a small little clip that I saw, and I thought it was pretty interesting to say, like, you know what, I think this will be great to kind of start the show off with, to showcase how, you know, how people were living back in the day. I would say back in the day, it's like really like 2 years ago when people were quiet quitting and so forth like that. But there is a way to do it properly, and then there's a way to do it improperly or non-professionally. And I want to showcase both ways so that you are not left behind when you go to quit your job and realizing how small this world is. All right, let's listen to what she has to say.
Resignation. To me, it's not a resignation. It's a revolution. We're finally realizing our worth.
A record 4.5 million Americans quit their jobs in November, mainly from low-wage positions. For months now, workers have been resigning en masse. 23-year-old barback Ifoma Izimako, who quit her job this summer, says it's a labor market revolution.
I've done it since I was 15. I love the customer service, hospitality industry. I love putting a smile on people's faces. But it got to a point where I felt like I was giving a little bit too much of myself.
As a barback in Washington, D.C., she's guaranteed a $5.05 tipped minimum wage. But with fewer customers coming in, that meant fewer tips with more responsibility.
Every day I had to enforce certain things where I'm like, this is not in my job description, and now I'm being paid less.
More than 1 million people quit their leisure and hospitality jobs in November, with hundreds of thousands, 6 million unfilled positions.
People feel empowered, and they should, because the job market is really, really tight. They have opportunity. If they're not happy with what they're doing, they're going to take another one. So I think quit rates are going to remain high for a long time to come.
And as Omicron sweeps the country, this silence is what many restaurant owners are facing. Michael Dorff, CEO of City Winery, says he's doing everything to keep the staff he has left, even with less business.
I don't want to afford to lose a single person, and we're still hiring, as ironic as that is.
We have some specials today.
He normally operates with 1,200 employees across his 12 restaurant and music venues.
We're only up to about 950 around the country.
Have you seen people quitting at a higher rate than usual?
Yeah, for sure. We've seen people quit on the spot.
He says he's risen wages to above $15 an hour and into the 20s for kitchen staff. His labor costs rose to 36% of his operating budget, but it still may not be enough.
Do you still feel like you're going to find that people are leaving, quitting?
Yes, I think the hospitality industry is going to be especially challenged because there's a lot of other good, high-paying jobs out there.
And that's what Easy Mako is looking for. Until then, she's moved back in with her parents and is back to school getting her sociology degree while doing gig work part-time. Her hope is that her old industry will transform enough to lure her back.
If they were to offer us a one fair wage, $15 plus tips on top, I'd go back. I love illuminating somebody's day, but at the same time, I have a little bit more self worth now.
Vanessa Yurkevich, CNN, New York.
Oh man. So I share that to say it's like this was at the beginning of a lot of these people that are quitting their jobs, especially in the hospitality realm. But before we get into that, I just want to say, hey, welcome to the show. Make sure y'all come through. What's going on, Lisa? Good evening, good evening. And JT Coins, if you guys have not yet followed him, please go make sure you follow him. And happy belated birthday, sir. I know I say happy birthday to you during your show, but I just want to reiterate it on my show. So make sure you guys go follow him when you get a chance. He's doing amazing things over there, making coins, like turning money into rings. It's an amazing process, and you learn a lot about coins that you really don't think you'll need to know. Maybe we can have you on here to talk about a history of coins one day, to see what it is that is so special about the coins. And maybe we might get a little bit of history. We take a little closer look at the coins that we have. So speaking of coins, when it comes to quitting your job is something that can be done a lot easier. And sometimes it's just one of those hard things that you don't want to give up. And giving up your job is almost like giving up a personality, a person that you're familiar with, somebody that, you know, you thought that you were actually going to be at this job forever. Sometimes some people plan for that, some people don't. I personally don't plan to stay at a job forever because I feel like there's so much more in life that you can learn. There's so many things in life that you can actually take advantage of. But let's think about why you're trying to quit in the first place. What's going on, Sierra? Good seeing you again. Welcome to the show. So make sure you guys, if you haven't already, just go ahead on and like and subscribe if you already got some information from this, or if you actually quit your job already. More than likely, we all quit our jobs at one point in time. And we realize that quitting our jobs have been something either fulfilling or something that we felt like we have to do. I can say that I've worked at one point in time. I'm not sure about the rest of y'all, but I worked at least 4 jobs at one time, meaning I was selling kitchen cutlery. For those of you who ever sold Cutco, I've done that. I still got my kitchen set if you guys haven't done that yet. So I've worked at a fast food restaurant. Like I won't shout them out because they're not sponsoring the show. I've worked at the movie theater, and I even worked at I guess some of you guys know. So I worked for Geek Squad for a little bit as well. And doing that, I was also going to school. So I had to quit something. I was tired, but also I enjoyed the work because I was bustling, running around doing different things, different days. Some days I even showed up to other jobs with other uniforms because I just didn't know. And actually, a lot of the photos that I look at in the past, I was actually in my Geek Squad uniform. It's hilarious. Maybe one day I'll actually upload them so y'all can see that. So, Lisa, what you say here? You said I got laid off yesterday morning. Your title caught my eye. Oh man, then this is a blessing right now. So you said that you never quit a job. This is your third time getting laid off. Ooh, I need to hear more about that. Matter of fact, if you got time, I would love to have you call in to actually hear about that because I can make sure I can give you my phone number so you can call in if you have time. If you have time, but I would love to hear like why. Why did they let you go? What was their reasoning behind it? You can give me a call if you just want to just call. You don't have to share your face or anything like that. It's 833-699-2558. And I can just bring you right up here and we can just have a chat. Well, you won't be here. You'll be on the voice area. Sound like a Will voice inside. It's funny. So, yeah, but Lisa, I mean, honestly, all of us are wishing the best for you. So, well, Lisa, when you ever get a chance, just go down and chat down on what is your next venture? What are you looking into? If you can't make the phone call, and also what else? What was your job? Like, what was your prior job? What are the skills that you looking to advance? Like, I have so many questions because one of the things that I love about the internet is that you never know who you can bump into, who can actually help you, and actually who can um, just be a resource for you. Now, whether it's helping you with your resume, helping you, speak confidently for your interviews, obviously you're getting the job, but how can we continue on that growth within the community? So when it comes to quitting your job or actually getting fired, I actually did a whole episode about getting fired because when a lot of companies were doing layoffs, but I don't want to derail from why people like are ready to quit their job and not getting forced off of their job. So I do have my phone here. I do have it on. So y'all can hear me turn my volume up. All right, cool. So one of the things that I want to discuss is, quitting your job. And the reason why you want to know about quitting your job is that there is a time and place for all of it. But before you quit your job, you need to make sure you have your life raft. And what I mean by your life raft, meaning your connections, the people you know, the communities that you're in, start building those now before you even think about quitting. Because you never know, like somebody could be on the side, but like, hey, if you ever need a job, I'm here. Or if you ever need a place to land or you looking for another adventure, just reach out, let us know, and we can set up something for you to either interview you or take a connection to you. The next thing you want to look into is, hey, what's going on? What's going on, Prez? So one of the things that you also want to look into is how are you perceiving yourself? Oh, we got the phone call. Hold on.
Grasshopper,
Yep.
call for extension.
Hello. Wow, they hung up. Guess not. All right. Maybe they might call back. So one of the things that you want to look into is your life raft. Who is it that you're actually trying to get in touch with? And then also your life raft is also your network, your people, and also you got to look at your resume. Your resume is one of the things that is also part of your life raft. And your life raft beyond your resume, you got to look into your finances. Now, depending on your industry, you hear a lot of gurus out there and a lot of people on the internet. Remember, don't trust somebody on the internet like me, but you want to still do your research. But I'm going to give you some guides to think about when you're actually doing your research. All right. So we got a phone call. Let's see.
Grasshopper, call for extension.
Hello.
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 This is
Hey.
Lisa J. Stock.
Hey, Lisa. How you doing?
Pretty good. Am I on the show right now?
Yes, you're on live right now. If everybody can give a thumbs up if y'all can hear her clearly. All right. So, Lisa, please tell us more about what your current, what was your prior job, and did they give you a reason why they let you go?
Just restructuring. You know, it's the same story. The first time I got laid off, it was because my company was acquired by another company, and there was going to be, redundancies in the roles, and it was in a different state. The headquarters of the company that acquired us was in a different state, so that led to my first time getting laid off. And then the second time, they were, decreasing their presence in the state that I lived in. They were moving out to different areas. So they sold, the headquarters in my state, and And then yesterday morning, I got laid off due to just restructuring, but it's just been I'm just in shock about the way that this company that I currently work for went about laying me off, because it was very different the last two times.
How they do it differently this time?
Okay, so the first time I got laid off, when my company got acquired, I got 1 year, 3 months notice, and I was with that company a significant amount of time. So my retention and severance package was significant.
Wow.
The second time I got 6 months notice, and my severance package was pretty good. It's a very well-known company that I was working for.
Mm-hmm.
This time around, another well-known company has been around for 75 years, but they laid me off on the spot.
Oh,
no notice.
What?
I didn't think that existed. I didn't think that existed in corporate America. But I shouldn't be up here venting, because I haven't even, worked through all of my agreements.
Okay. I mean, this is.
But I'm having not a good. Since I'm just like I'm just having a bad 2 days.
Oh no! Yeah, I'm so shocked and I'm upset for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is
in this
ridiculous.
economy.
In this economy, yes.
Mm-hmm. You don't figure this out in December or January 2nd. You don't call me in and let me know this. That
Right.
July 1st, will be
Early weekend for you, huh? Like, man. Okay, so all right. So walk us through this a little bit, because this is a financial show. Did they even?
Yes, and I also have a financial channel, guys. So please check me out.
Okay, yeah, please shout out. Go ahead on and give your handle while you're here, because you did call in. Gotta make sure you get your shout out.
It's what you see here. It is what you see. Lisa J. Stocks. You can see me in the chat right now. I was talking a couple minutes ago.
Yep, I got you. I was saying it for the audio. You know what I'm saying? Because for the audio peeps. Gotta make sure we get you.
Okay,
right.
Sorry.
It's okay. So for Lisa, I have to say, obviously you're good with the stock side of the house. I take it understanding from the financial side, you already got your 3 months already to the side, assuming, right?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
All right. So you're good on the financial side. So now that you have this newfound free time, how are you going to utilize this time to get to the next level? Like, what are your next steps? What are your plans?
Lots of things are going through my head. I'm definitely going to connect with my realtor and let her know I have lots of free time during the day to be going to look at properties, because I do want to build up my real estate. I not so much this morning, but I'm definitely going to be getting into trades, options trades when I can. Not too aggressively, but
right.
I can pay a lot more attention to it now that I'm going to be having some free time, So that's it. I'm a part-time day trader, searching for real estate. Those are the things that are on my mind right now, along with, of course, updating the resume and just getting a handle of what my finances will look like throughout when I'm on unemployment, and what the package exactly is going to look like for me over the next few weeks. As I said, the package is not that thrilling.
Okay. So because it's not thrilling, but what was the, can you tell us at least what industry you're in? Like marketing?
I work in the finance department of a consumer goods product company.
Oh, okay. So you're in the finance industry. Wow. That is awesome. It's rare, like people who still do financials and also do finances for their channel as well. Because I'm in a whole nother realm than what I'm doing.
Well, no, my work has nothing to do with, stock market related. I was doing Yeah, I'm doing corporate America finances. Not, I don't even do my own taxes. I'm not
Oh,
doing.
perfect.
I
Yeah.
don't. I, yeah, what I do in my personal financial life and on my channel is nothing related to anything that I learned in school or that I was doing on the job.
Perfect. So now that you're actually able to leverage both skills, are you looking for like another financial industry job, like in public sector, private sector?
I don't even know. Like I said, this was yesterday morning. It's not
Oh,
even.
it's
It
still
hasn't even
processing.
sunk in yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, yeah, I'm out of it. I'm so out of it. I'm very upset about the situation.
Mm,
I don't know. I mean, I was working because I need the income. I'm not in a place where the income is not needed, but I'm going to see what I can do to potentially not have to go back to a full-time corporate job. So.
Oh, I hear you. If you don't have to, because going back in and you already have it seemed like you already got all your stuff aligned. It's just like you said, gotta dust off that resume a little bit and get that going because it's a shocker. So, Prez already said you're gonna kill the game and you're gonna kill the market. You know what I'm saying? Now that you got this free time. So what options? Because I do play around in options a little bit. Which one out there right now has got your eye?
That's a day-to-day thing. I did do 4 6. I mean, well, Prez and another person that I look to as a mentor. They often trade QQQ and the SPY, so it's not always individual stocks. But I can tell you four individual stocks that I did options on this week. On Monday, I did Tesla and Microsoft. And then from Tuesday to Wednesday, I did NVIDIA and Apple, and I was successful on all 4 of those option trades.
Congrats. That is awesome. Just to do a quick win. Let me see
I did a small one on the SPY today, but it wasn't, anything significant.
Well, you still got to get your applause. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it. So, first off, I commend you for being, transparent with your shocker. And this is rare. And this is something that we all had to be prepared for because you never know with these corporations. They so cutthroat on everything. And I was just reading a book. I'm not sure if you read the book called Nobody Cares About Your Career. The ex-CEO of Barstool Sports. She wrote the book. And it was actually really interesting to see her take on it. And how to leave your job and how to actually while you're in your job, how to leverage it. And it seems like have everything pulled up under you, but it's good that you're already able to kind of have a nice, lovely parachute than most.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the few people that I have spoken to have said. Someone else that didn't have your mindset all along is going to be in a much more difficult situation. But I mean, what I share on my channel and what I encourage my community to do, it's everything that I say. It's things that I'm actually doing. So I have an emergency fund. I've been prioritizing investing. I make sure not to run myself into debt. And I know that it's different for every person because it depends on how long it's going to take you. You have to use your judgment on that. And that's the gray area that I'm in right now. If I am going to go back to working full time, how long is it going to take me to find that next role? And this role was very convenient. I only went into the office twice per week and it was a short commute. So there were a few aspects about it that that really were working well for me. So I'm not going to just jump to take anything. I want the next role to definitely be a good fit in all aspects.
Okay. Well, then what is your dream job then? Like dream, quote unquote. That's like usually an acronym for that. I forgot what it is. But what would be your dream job if you
I
could get
don't,
it?
I don't, I don't have as being retired. I don't want to.
You don't
I
want to
have.
do that.
So, I mean, I would love to just focus on my own personal endeavors and not have to work for anyone else. Just focus on my real estate, just being the property manager, dealing with any issues related to the businesses that I own or family members own. I can contribute to that, and that would be enough for me. I don't have a dream job outside of needing to make money. I work to support my family. I don't work because I was never in a job like, people that may be a teacher or a nurse or something, that they had a passion for it. I can't say that I've been in a job that I had a passion for. I've been working to support my family.
That is awesome. Your perspective. I love your perspective on finances and the way how you approach life, because it's one of those things that take we don't take advantage of or take time to think about. Was there like a book that got you thinking about this way, or has this always been that way?
No, I think COVID
Okay,
kind of changed me
COVID. It
a
does.
lot.
Nice.
Going into so after the second time, when we went into COVID, it was after I had been laid off the second time, and I had worked the contract role before starting going to the company that I just got laid off from. So after two times of being laid off, I was already, in a place where I knew that this is not how I think I want to keep going. I want something different. I don't think that I want to just work in these jobs until 67 and retire. I don't see it happening. And now look what has happened. So it didn't happen. I'm in the same boat again. So it's been basically about 4 years that I've been able to last in these three roles that I've had. No, I'm sorry, not three. The first one was very significant. So then these two have only been about 4 years. So I think it's better in today's day and age. You need to move. You need to be changing companies every few years. And I'm not that type of person. I'm old fashioned, and that wasn't my intention. I don't see anything wrong with being at a company for 10 or 15 or 20 years. That's the kind of longevity that I wanted. If I was going to be working, but I don't see that happening anymore. So that's where the change has shifted with the way that the companies are going about things, and just life in general. I just didn't see it happening, and I saw a different way through real estate, through investing, through focusing on other things other than working for someone else.
Okay. So first off, I have to say thank you again for that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And again being vulnerable, because one of the things that we don't see enough, mostly of people talking about, life beyond the job. And every time you go to a party, I always ask like, hey, so how you feeling or how you doing? And the first thing to talk about is work. It's like there's more than just work. It's so much more. So man, I'm again, I'm upset.
But I just wanted
Like, I'm just so upset.
okay. I don't usually
No.
Yeah, I don't usually do this, but you asked for me to jump on for a minute. I wanted to just, you were asking so many questions. I said, I don't want to sit here and try to answer them in the chat. But yeah. If you ever want to collab and maybe do something in the future, let me know. It was nice talking to you, and I'm going to continue listening to the rest of the show.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time and everything like that. So you got a couple subscribers as well. And if I think I'm already subscribed to you, but if not, I will definitely be subscribing right now. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I do a show with Prez on Sundays. I see him in your chat right now.
Yes. All right. Well, then that's awesome. Yeah, I gotta see you guys. Um, then.
Okay.
Yep. Awesome. Well,
But
thank you
yeah,
so
I'm in
much,
an
Lisa.
emotional place right now, but nice
Aw.
talking to you.
I think if I got my thing set up so I can give you some hearts. Oh, it does. Okay. So I'll give you some hearts there so you get your, so you feel better.
Okay, thanks. Bye bye.
All right. See you, Lisa. Oh, man. So again, man, so as you see, it's a difference between quitting a job and actually getting laid off. And majority of the things that you need to even getting laid off or quitting a job, either it's going to fast forward your movements on where you want to go. And that's the reason why it's called a life raft. It hangs on the side of your ship, which is your main money maker, while you're building your life raft on the side. You got those extra resources, meaning when I'm talking about extra resources, I'm talking about your extra income. You've all can drop so many book names that will get you guys going. The number one book that a lot of people will talk about is Think and Grow Rich. You can do either the black choice one or just stick with the Think and Grow Rich with Napoleon Hill. So you have those two, which is the main principles for that is to spend less than what you earn so that you can actually start saving your money up just in case something happens. And for this, as you heard already from Lisa, she was let go unexpectedly. And that's part of the life raft is to have that financial uh, parachute actually so you can land on your life raft, which is your friends, the other resources that you've already built. She's already built so many things on the side for us. She educated herself with the investing. So now she's actually has some of those investments that she can leverage her assets so that she can continue on the lifestyle that she has. And also, sorry, Lisa, I'm just throwing you out there because we just had that conversation, not to keep talking about you, but these are great lessons and great examples of how you can actually leverage what you currently have, what you know, and the people that you know. So you already know Prez here in the chat as well. And, talking about how awesome it is to have that connection so that you guys can have somebody to bounce off that knowledge or bounce off those ideas to take you guys to the next level. So that's the first thing. The second thing that you're going to need to do after you already have your life raft is now you're going to need a pedal. You're going to need a motor. What is that motivator that's going to keep you going to that next ship or to land so that you can be comfortable and tired? I mean, after you already pushed everything through that, taking things to that next level. Because, you know, yeah, that's nice that the ship is going in the same direction. But now you're in that life raft. That ship is moving a lot faster than your little life raft. You're gonna be there pedaling. You know what I'm saying? You getting it in. Like, yeah. But at the end of the day, do you have that energy to keep going? Do you have that motivation? What is it beyond the job, beyond the connections, beyond the network that is keeping you moving forward? There's a little um there's a little diagram I saw a while ago on YouTube, and it was talking about a motivator. Now, when a mouse is in a mouse trap going towards some cheese, it's hungry. It's going to try to struggle to get out of the mouse trap to go towards some cheese. If you put like a little mouse trap just on the tip of its tail. But if you put a cat behind that mouse on that mouse trap, oh, I bet you that mouse is going to be moving the mouse trap and everything like that. It's going to trample and go beyond the cheese. Okay. So fear is usually a number one driver for taking you to the next level, giving you that extra energy, that boost that you need. So motivation is one thing, but that fear is a whole nother motivator to get you moving. And this is the reason why when you start telling your stories or you listen to people's stories, they give you that fear factor. What are you afraid of losing when you're losing this job? What are you afraid of that's going to happen when you don't have this job anymore? What are the things that you're afraid of giving up, or giving up by staying at this job? Because some jobs are stagnant. And you all been there. I've been there. It's the reason why I had to leave some jobs because I was like, I did everything that I wanted to do here. And I feel as though my pay cap is going to be it. Not going to get any richer from this job. And this is coming from when I used to work at the movie theater. So I was working 14-hour days, making as a supervisor at the time, it was like $8.25. And I was thinking I'm making big money. Then when they started hiring new people in at $7 because minimum wage went up, I'm like, it took me 2 years to just get to the $8. And I was at the movie theater for at least maybe 6, 7 years. So that gets you to think of like, okay, they can only get me to so far. Once I left that job and started trying out other things, I had to quit something in my life in order to gain more in my life. And this is what I want you to think about. So you might think you on a nice cruise ship. I'm not sure if any of you ever got on a cruise ship before, but one of the cruise ships that I've been on is like Carnival. I think it's what Carnival Pride ship, and I went to the Bahamas on that cruise ship. Standing there next to that cruise ship, it went to go dock. I'm like, man, this boat was big. It was huge. It had all this stuff. Next thing you know, the Disney cruise pulled up, and I'm like, on the Lido deck is the top deck of the cruise, and the Disney boat showed up, and I was like, yo, this is the Disney boat? And I'm still looking up. I'm like, okay, that's a bigger ship. So sometimes that life raft, you be surprised on where that little life raft and that motivator you can move you on to that next ship. And you be surprised on how far things can actually take you when you have that fear motivator behind you and more than just, the things that you would like to do. Sometimes you have to do what you need to do. And sometimes you don't know what you need to do until you get to it to find that path. So you're just pedaling, don't even know which way you're going at. But then you'd be like, huh, I know birds fly close to land. I'm starting to see more birds. Okay. So birds usually don't fly that long. So let me follow a bird right quick, get to that land, get to that next level, get to that next platform to help you reset yourself, that little safety net, and keep you moving. The third and last thing that I have to say when it comes to quitting your job is think about how you're leaving that job. This is when I consider when I say the world is small, the world is small, the more that we all own the internet. Meaning, I can say if I like left you, well, say if you left your job and you just say, you know what, the boss sucked, blah, blah, and whatever. 3 years later, that same person you said sucked or whatever is have moved around, is now at a position where they can start hiring people, or they already married or in connection to the person that you're about to get hired to, or they might be a brother or sister or a cousin or somebody, or they in somebody else's network. And you over there messing up, saying stuff and just bashing the whole company. This is your name. This is who you are as a character inside of all of this. And so I just want to say that. Let me see if I can get my thing because I'm about to wrap this up today for you guys. So while we have all of that understanding, is that when you're leaving, you want to leave it on a good note. When I say leave on a good note, don't steal. That's a big no-no. You don't need to get locked up on your last day. You don't need to have all these repercussions and stuff like that. Say your piece, stay to the facts, don't worry about your feelings. At the end of the day, this is business. Businesses are there to either make money, like when they hire you, when these jobs hire you, they hiring you to either make money, save them money, or help them streamline processes really at the end of the day. That's all that they trying to do. How can they leverage that money to make more money? And when you listen to shows like mine or Lisa's or Prez, you're looking at these shows as if they are something to help you get rich, help you make money. And also, like this season, when I come up on season 5 for the About That Wallet podcast, we're going to be focusing on the offense, focusing on offense. Tired of talking about defense. Tired of talking about how to save money. Tired of talking about how many ways you can cut corners and save money here and blah blah blah. Like, I swear, when when I was clipping coupons, so many people kept saying, like, why don't you just save the money that you're saving when you're clipping the coupon? And I'm like, bro, I don't have the money in the first place that I'm saving the money from the coupons to even put to the bank account. I'm saving over 300 something dollars every time I go shopping, and I'm only paying 15 cents or $2 for it. That's because I spent all the other money clipping coupons, staying up late nights, looking at researching markets, which supermarket I'm going to, which CVS I'm going to, if I got to go to Walgreens for this particular item, researching websites, looking at other couponers to see if we can trade and looking like goldfish. Like, hey, do you got any of the pet food? You know what I'm saying? Got any of that cat food? Like, no. That's a lot of work. It's a whole research. When people say couponing is a thing, it is a thing. It's fun. However, it's very time consuming. If I had a lot of free time, I would actually go couponing again. But I need to find a coupon angel and all that fun stuff. It's a whole nother thing. I can go into detail. I can geek out about coupons. But this isn't that right now. I want to take you to that offensive side. There's so much money out there to make. I'm gonna do some deep dives, some history, try to figure out ways to make more money in your pockets. I'm in the process of even trying to look for getting into my PhD program. So while I'm looking to get into a PhD program, I'm gonna be looking for grants, scholarships. How can I leverage my work to actually help pay for schooling? I'm trying to make money going to school. Okay. So that's my goal. I'm not sure about y'all. If y'all plan on going to school, if y'all got kids going to school or something like that, I'm trying to make some money while I'm going to school. And maybe I could become an investor and learn how to do some more option trading. I do a little bit, but I'm not that cool of a day trader and stuff like that. I do long-term options. So like I got a hold for I think it was like January of 2025. So, and I booked it and I purchased it back in March. So I'm long-term play. So I can't do day to day. I don't have time to do it. But anyway, all right, everybody. So we're going to end this out right here. So we talked about how you got to quit your job. We talked to Lisa, took a phone call to learn about getting fired on the spot. What do you do? How do you handle it? What is your mindset? You need to know all of these things before you quit. I mean, for any reason that your main source of income is cut off, how are you going to handle it? And oh, of course, I got to leave this as a bonus. I got to leave this off with you guys. Please, please, please. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. But also, I had to throw that out there, shameless plug. But really, what I want you to do is focus on, what are your useless bills. Cut those. Looking at your annual fees, your annual dues. Look at some of your credit cards. Pull out the full year statement to see which ones are annually that are coming up, because you do not want to get caught with your pants down when the bill is coming out. You're like, God dang it, the auto withdrawal had already kicked in, and now I got to pay this annual fee when I got other things coming up, like your groceries or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, God dang, I got to waddle on over to fix up your pants. No, just go ahead on and take care of it now so you can keep your belt on, keep your pants on. And if your pants are off, hey, this is your business, okay? So nobody else got to catch you. All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Y'all be safe out there. And again, this show is powered by the Alive Podcast Network. Gotta throw that out there. All right, everybody. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Peace.